Today I'll show you how to master a song from start to finish using Ozone 12. Come with me. So first let me start by saying that this is not the only way to use Ozone. This is the way that I use it, this is the modules that I use, this is the way that I've learned through the years to use Ozone. So feel free to experiment with other modules, other presets, other types of saturation and stuff, but this is how I actually master a song. The project that we'll be working on today is a song named Nella tua testa. It's a song by an Italian artist named Icarus, and this is a song. It's mixed by me. Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera. Non so mai se dare. Great. Now let's open Ozone 12, and what I do is go here to the custom, that is the new window that allows you to choose the target and also a lot of stuff. I'll tell you what I do. This song I think is an indie rock song, so I'll go for that preset. Then here you can choose the modules that you want Ozone to open for you to consider on its suggestion. I will leave everything on. And then here I like to activate through pick, and I like to tell Ozone to analyze 8 bars. So let's start. Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera. The volume is gonna go up, so turn down your headphones. Sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera. Non so mai se dà senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea. Okay, at this point I like to go here, that is the window that allows you to control each single module, so let's go in depth to this. I like to also disable the EQ points just to start by 0 fresh. And here on the master, I do like to put the final output volume, that it'll be -9 LUFS. I like to master at -9 LUFS. Depends on the type of music that you're working on. The LUFS will be different, but I think -9 is good, is competitive, but it's also allowing some dynamic to be preserved. Because if we push it too hard, the dynamics are gonna get loose, the sound is gonna get squashed, so I like -9. Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera. Great, let's go back to the EQ and let's start auditioning the EQ points that Ozone suggests, and let's decide whether if we like it or not. Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera. Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera. Non so mai se dare. Great, let's go to the impact module. I click on learn so that the Ozone knows all the different frequency bands and where to put the crossover. Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo. Great, I like to put the amount at 0 and then move it all the way up to 100, and let's see where's the sweet spot. Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera. I like it there. Same thing for imager.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea.
So basically on the imager, if you go here, everything that is below this line, it'll be out of phase, it'll create phase issues. So basically, yeah, you need to try to make everything be above that, but don't go crazy about it because the huge amount of devices nowadays is stereo, even your phone. So sacrificing a mix just to make it 100% mono compatible, it doesn't make much sense. If you need to sacrifice one band, I would recommend you to sacrifice the low end because you have recover sizes anyway, so it will still be mono, but the sizes will be maintained by Ozone. But let's see how this song is actually doing.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea.
So just a tiny part is being cancelled. So let's make it just slightly more mono.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea.
Perfect. Now let's go to clarity. Here again, I play with the amount and that's it. I don't get too complicated about this because I believe that most of the work is being done on the mixing part instead of the mastering. Mastering just like the final touches.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera.
Same thing here with stabilizer. I play with the amount.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea.
Let's hear what the dynamic EQ is actually doing and decide if we like it or not.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera. Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera.
If you're liking the video and the way that I master, mix or produce, we can work together. Below you'll find my email to contact me and maybe we can do private lessons. I could be your music producer, mixer and master engineer. So send me a message and let's start working together. Great, here I like to add the exciter, multiband, learn and activate the oversampling. Why? Because when you're creating saturation on the high frequencies, you could create aliasing problems, so the oversampling will save us from that.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea.
Like I said, I do this a lot, so I already know which algorithms I like for each module, but sometimes I change between, for example, the three high bands. I change between tape and tube, or sometimes if the high end is too harsh, I use analog, that is a little sweeter, and on the low I like to use analog.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea.
Anyway, I encourage you to listen to all of them, check which one is doing better for your song.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea. Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo.
Then we can grab here and link all bands and just decide the amount of exciter.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea.
Great. Next thing is this new module named bass control that is just made to control the bass. Especially here you can decide where it's starting at 120 Hertz. And with balance, it'll tell you how much bass do you have in your song, if it's too much or too little, and you can adapt using this slider to increase the gain. And also the punch. Let's hear what it's telling us.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera. Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera.
The cool thing about Ozone is that you don't have to do exactly what it's telling you. For example, here in the low, he's asking me to put it way down, but I don't like it. I like it at this point. So it's just like guiding you, but you have the final choice. With your ears, you can decide, yeah, I like what you're asking, what you're suggesting, or no, wait, no, I don't like it. I like it this way. So you're in control all the time, but you have some guidelines that could be helpful because maybe your system is not good, maybe your ears are tired, maybe, I don't know, you didn't realize that the bass was too quiet, and this will help you a little bit. Then with the sustain bass, we have an upward compressor. This means that the signal will be lifted instead of being squashed. This is helpful for the bass to bring that body, that sustained part, and give a more consistent bass throughout the song.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso, sta salendo la marea.
And here on peak control, we have a compressor for the peaks of the kick especially.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son.
You can also saturate the lows or keep it clean, or just stay standard, same thing for the peak control.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso.
Let's hear before and after.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso. Sta salendo la marea.
It's actually way more present. I like it. Then here in the low and focus, I like using the center focus preset or the center glue preset. I think they work really well. Let's hear.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso. Sta salendo la.
Definitely this one. Let's hear before and after.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso. Sta salendo la marea.
Actually, I don't like it, so I'm gonna remove it. And last but not least, I like to use the spectral shaper just to reduce the stream treble, so all the super high frequencies will be tamed and we'll have a nice, bright, but not overly bright master.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso. Sta salendo.
It will work only when it's necessary. If it's not way too high to trebly, it won't work. So it's dynamic, it's great, it's transparent. I really like it. Here on the transient emphasis, I like to give an extra 10%. And now let's set the final loudness threshold.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso. Sta salendo la marea, lenta.
Let's do before and after.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso. Sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera.
And now let's do before and after with gain match.
Non so mai se dare un senso, sono in viaggio, mi son perso. Sta salendo la marea, lenta scende l'atmosfera.
Great, I like it. And now I would do the export and send it to a client. So that's basically how I use Ozone 12 to master a song. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, consider subscribing and giving me a like, activating the bell, that way YouTube will tell you each time that I upload a new video. Below you have the comments. You can tell me if you like the video, if you have any question, whatever. I'll be reading and answering to each single one of you. Follow me on all social networks and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!